Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thanks
Hi,
for
Jeffrey.
hello. Thanks for joining me today. Talk about Stay the Night. I loved it. And it's Renuka, right? That's how I pronounce your first name?
Renuka.
Renuka. See, I Google your name and they tell me something different.
That's okay.
Renuka. You know, Stay the Night is about a one-night stand that turns into something more. How rare does that occur? Because I'm of the school of speed dating. You know, 5 minutes when you're with someone on a date, if you're compatible or not. But you took a different approach.
Yeah, I mean, I think you want to tell a story that maybe isn't your typical story, and so kind of took a cliched encounter and tried to make it deeper and more thoughtful, and that was sort of the goal always.
And Andrea, you play a human resource executive. She has a great work ethic, but her personal life suffers. But she does something really out of character for her, doesn't she?
Yeah, and it changes her perspective on things for the rest of the time. And you're talking about speed dating, being from the era of speed dating, but I think for my character, Grace, I think the way the world works with like online dating doesn't work for everyone, and she's one of those people. So having this chance encounter with Joe's character, I don't know which way he is, Carter, is kind of definitely opens her up.
And Joe, you know, Carter is on a date with Grace, ends up strolling the streets of Toronto, problem solving as they go along. But Carter never had his father in his life. So how does that affect his adult life?
Yeah, I think as far as dating goes, he's probably never been, able to open up to anyone, because it's just always been surface dating and quick relationships and travel from one city to another and make the best of it. But I think he gets caught off guard with Grace by, he sees something in her that appeals to him, and then she kind of opens him up, and I think I open her up, and then it's a great combination, and it works out well for both of us.
Only if life were like that, right? That
Yeah.
famous Woody Allen line and Annie Hall, only if life were like this, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And Renuka, you know, you create a set, create a more romantic comedy that's more realistic. And I found, I connected to that, because usually romantic comedies are kind of like a farce, you know, but you really grounded this. And I noticed that.
Yeah, I mean, I have watched a lot of romantic comedies. I love the genre. We all know the genre. There's so many conventions that are just ingrained in telling those stories. But I always feel that they kind of cheapen what the message is just from their approach. And they almost seem very dated and old, cliche. They kind of lean into those cliches. And I kind of wanted to create something that was more authentic and more true to life. Yeah.
And,
I mean, I guess it's like it's a rom-com, but I would say it's more of a romance, but there is humor in it.
well, I just
Funny.
using a dating app though. I mean, that's what I think is the difference. You know, romantic comedies start by at a party or at a restaurant or at a chance encounter meeting, but this totally a 21st century setting, which I like. And, you know, dating apps have really changed the dating field, Andrea, and especially for the younger generation. So, I mean, I'm Generation X. I don't even understand it.
I don't online date, so neither do I.
Good. Because I'm kind of terrified watching this movie, to tell you the truth.
I would say, I think that people, if you would ask like, you know, millennials or Gen Z or whatever, I don't know, I'm neither, but how do you like online dating? How do you like the apps? I would almost say that a lot would say I hate them, that it's really hard to make those connections. It's really, there's too much choice. And it kind of dilutes what you're looking for. So this was a chance to make a movie about the flip side of that.
Yeah, there used to be a club back, 15, 20 years ago called Just Lunch. And it was just for executives to date during their lunch hour.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I don't know if that was still around or not, but I thought, wow, Grace would use that, if that was around.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
She would meet other executives who understand their schedule, their work ethic and all of that. So I kept thinking, because I thought that would have been a great thing for that. So it's exciting that you guys premiered your film at South by Southwest. How was it seeing with an audience for the first time and the reaction? And
Well, I think me and Andrea both are not fans of watching ourselves, but we decided to go with it, and it was actually pretty fun. Just see where people react and see where people don't. It's kind of helpful, and
Yeah.
also it felt good to see a good reaction to the film. Yeah, go ahead, Andrea.
Oh, I was just like, I was sitting next to Joe and I was like, oh, clenching at him.
Yeah.
But it was really cool to see it on the big screen. Seeing movies in a theater is such a different experience with other people. And like, not only were there strangers in the audience, but it was also a lot of people who worked on the film as well. So it was such a rewarding experience to get to have and get to celebrate with everyone that worked so hard on the film.
Yeah, and as a filmmaker, this is the moment, right? What you've been waiting for, and to this moment, showing it with an audience. And South by Southwest, what an incredible platform! You had to be excited.
Yeah, we totally were. We didn't, we're Canadians. We make a small Canadian indie film. We don't know if it'll ever be seen, if we'll ever get a platform. So getting into South by Southwest was just such a treat and an honor. And now we're sort of really, you make a movie and you have something to say, and then you put it out. It's not yours anymore. It's an audience's movie. So we're looking forward to those next steps.
Well, congratulations to all of you. Stay the night, and thank you for joining me today. And I wish you the best of luck with the film.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Jeffrey.